Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus, baby. The missus with the kisses. Yes. Y'all know we don't even like that one. Another round of applause. The real one actually calls it. The real one. But thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Another Wednesday, which is my favorite edition of Peach Tea Time. If y'all been rocking with me for a long time, y'all already know this is my favorite edition, a Peachy News Edition. So again, thank y'all so much for joining. We got company, y'all. We got company tonight. You know, each and every Wednesday we have company. Okay, so we got a family. The Mcwhite family is in the building tonight, y'all. They're in the building. They are here to tell their loved one's story. And I know y'all been watching. I know y'all been watching my page. Know how I know? Because y'all been liking. Y'all been liking. Y'all been watching. So thank y'all so much again for tuning in. Shout out to Detroit, baby. Shout out to Detroit, baby. Ain't nothing like going home, okay? Now, am I from Detroit? No. But I am from Michigan, baby. So when we get the opportunity to go home, now I'm going home. But my co-host, oh baby, he on his way to his hometown. Okay, we got Mr. Jason in the building, baby.
What I done? What's good?
Yes, you gonna go to your hometown?
Ah man,
You
I'm
ready?
trying. I got something on. I got something on a schedule. I'll be coming home soon.
No, we're going home tonight,
Oh,
Jason.
that
We're
too.
going home
Yeah,
tonight.
that's.
Our family is from Detroit
I didn't put two
tonight,
and two together.
baby.
I did not put
You,
two and two together.
it's okay. It's okay. You know, you just never know when I'm gonna surprise you with some things. You know, but we ready. We in the car. We got our seatbelts on, baby. We ready to head on out. Okay, so me and Charlotte gonna meet you there. We gonna meet you there. So, Charlotte, you ready? You ready to go to the D?
Sure, I've never been. Might as well. Let's go. Let's
Oh, we
ride.
might have to pull you back down. I just play. I just play. I dare
Dang.
you never been to Detroit, baby. Baby, Detroit is where it's at. Do you hear me? It's where
Too
it's at.
cold. It's too
Shout out to
cold.
Saginaw. Shout out to Saginaw. Saginaw where it's at too. You know, I don't want my friends to be like, no, the hell, she did not just do that.
That
Yes,
part. That part.
Saginaw, Sagnasty is where it's at too. Damn it. But explicit language, and also allegedly. Okay, we have to say that on every single show. But y'all know when we had the families on, hey, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Now, Charlotte, how you feeling tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. Feeling good. Feeling great.
Awesome,
Might as well
awesome.
be.
There you go. Now, Jason, how about you? You know,
Me.
Jason got to do his little spill and everything.
I'm doing extremely well, man. I thank you for asking. Such a good day. The sun is finally breaking. The weather's finally breaking here in Minnesota, so it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Now, one thing is, I want to make sure that you guys are doing is making sure you hit that like button. That's one thing Peachy did say. She's noticing because y'all are liking. So continue to do that. Especially for tonight's show. Now, if you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and the bell notification so that when we do go live, you get a notification that, hey, PGT time is up and at it. Let's see what they're talking about today. Now, one thing that is prevalent and you need to go and do is download the Roku app. So if you have a Roku enabled TV and or device, you can download PGT time over there as well. That's PGT time, time spelled with the Y, TYME. You can find us that way, and you can watch all previous shows as well. So if you missed one and we get to talking about one, you can definitely go back and binge watch all of PGT time. One thing that's amazing, we're on our way to almost to 100 hours over here. So plenty of PGT time that you can binge on when you're looking to do so, either over on YouTube or on the Roku app. Again, that's time spelled with the Y, PGT time, TYME. One thing I want to give you a big shout out for, Peachy, is you hit every single one of those on the intro perfectly. You hit
The bell, the
the
clap,
bell, the countdown.
the come
And,
on
you know what I'm
in.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you did all of it perfectly.
She didn't
Perfectly.
forget
Thank you.
today. She didn't
Thank
forget.
you. I appreciate it. Shout out to God.
Yeah.
Shout out to God. You know, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to hit some buttons. Right?
That part. You did everything. You did everything on point. I was like, okay, this is whole unified right here.
You know, it's been hard work. It's been hard
Mm-hmm.
work, you know, but I just kept telling myself, I know I can do this. I know I can do this. So, with that being said, I finally did it, y'all. I finally did it, y'all. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. And I know people watching like, what the hell is she talking about? But if you know, you
You
know.
know.
That's it.
Exactly. So I gotta say this, baby. If you out there and you wondering what that is, baby, that's Detroit, baby. We in Detroit. Okay. We done made it there. 313.
Mhm.
Area code. Area code. That what that is? That what that
What
is?
up, dog?
Oh yeah, Jason gotta say it. That's his hometown. Charlotte, just in case, you know,
My bad. My bad. I don't know
in
nothing
case you
about it.
forgot.
Can I tell y'all a quick story, man? It shows you how like Detroit is what it is. So I'm in Atlanta,
Sure.
walking
Go ahead.
out of a Walmart. That guy pulled up, and he is from Detroit. Like his car has it. He 313 all
He
over.
just
He got
had
the
to say
Lions.
Walmart right now. This,
I,
is not the time. This is not the week to say
I'm just
Walmart.
saying. I'm
Charlotte,
just
tell him
saying.
this is not the week to say shit.
Oh, we boycotting Walmart.
I
My
get
bad.
you. I guess we
We
are.
need to
Okay.
after what just happened
Okay.
in Newton County.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna need y'all to start watching my page.
A little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
so this just shows you what Detroit love looks like. You're out of town. So again, I'm in Atlanta. He pulls up, he walks out. I have this hat on, and he was like, "Oh, you from Detroit?" I was like, "Yeah, what up, though?" He like, "What up, though?" You know, we like 7 Mile, we got Schoolcraft. He like West Side, I'm East Side, chauffeur, and then somebody else like whole lane over outside walks up like, "Oh, what up, though?" I was like, "See, that's Detroit love. I love it all day." So we
Just a melting pot right here in Atlanta. Just a
that part.
melting pot.
It was a blessing to be. You know what I mean? So it's good to
Yeah,
have fellow Detroitians in the building, and
all the
it's
time.
amazing to hear this story. I'm excited to hear the story.
Exactly. Now, is you gonna let everybody know about Roku, or did you do that already?
He did that already.
He
Did
did that
that.
already. I knew
Where
it.
were
I
you?
knew it. I don't know.
Sharon.
I was sharing exactly. That's exactly what I was doing, sharing. So again, y'all, thank you so much for joining. We are about to pull up the family, baby. We are about to pull up the family. Jason, if you could be in control of the comments tonight, I would really appreciate it. And I'm finna be in control of the damn doorbell. That's what I'm in control of. So we are about to pull up our first guest, y'all. Our first company, because I told y'all we got company. So let's go ahead and pull up Miss Suki. Who is it? Hey, girl.
Hi,
Hi, Suki. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and being that support to Brescia and Myron tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, please, Suki, let us know what is your relation to Low. We're gonna call him Low tonight because I think that's his nickname. I'm sure it is. Because everything is low, low, low.
It definitely is. I was my Rangelo's ninth grade U.S. history teacher.
Wow. Okay.
What's up?
Okay.
Yes. However, at our school kind of like builds family. We have these things called crew, and it's kind of like a homeroom, and we basically like keep our kids close, keep our kids tight.
Yeah.
And 9 through 12, my baby was on my hip basically the entire time. He spent lunch hours with me, being nosy, wanting to know what's going on in my life. But man, he used to hide in my room. The senior girls from across campus would try to come over and talk to him when he was a freshman. Uh, so we'd be talking about them, looking out the window and whatnot. But I was just his teacher,
Wow.
um,
More than that.
and then we definitely we became family.
That's good. Now, Charlotte, I'm sure she can relate to you. Charlotte is a counselor at a school here in Atlanta.
Mhm.
Charlotte, how long you been working in the school district?
This makes 27, 27.
27 years.
3 more years, baby. 3 more years.
So, but I'm sure you can relate with Suki when you just have
Definitely.
those special children that come in and you just gravitate to them and they gravitate to you.
Mhm.
So,
Certainly. It's a blessing that you do that, though. That's a blessing for you to be here. Thank you.
definitely thank you. Yes. Now, let's go ahead and bring that doorbell up again for our next company. We got Krisha. Hey, Krisha, like, goddamn. I'm going to need a better warning. I'm going to need a better warning. Hey, Krisha, how are you? I'm going to need a better warning.
Right, right, right.
Thank
I'm all right.
That's what's up. Now, Krisha, I am gonna have to actually turn the volume down on. I don't know if it's the TV or what, but I'm gonna need you to turn the volume down on one of them because it's echoing. I can hear myself. It's something. Okay. She getting it together. She getting it together. All right, there you go. There you go. There you go. Krisha,
Well,
thank
I
you
can't hear
so
you
much.
unless I had this other one up, so I'm not sure what's going on.
You can't hear me at all. Okay, turn it back up. Turn it back up. Can
the
you hear me?
lag.
It's a lag.
Not on the one I'm talking to you on. No, I can't hear you.
Okay. Well, just go ahead and keep that one on, the one that you have on, because I definitely want you to be able to hear us. Okay. So it is going to lag a little bit. It will lag, but it's okay. Just as long as you can hear what we're saying. So please let us know your relation to low.
Okay. Lois, my little cousin. That's my baby.
That's your baby. That's your baby. Now, y'all, it is gonna lag a little bit. So please just bear with us tonight because I definitely want to get a lot of Carisha's input on tonight just as well. So just bear with us because we're gonna make this happen. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring up the next guest. Okay. Now I see Millicent down there, but I don't see her picture in there. So Millicent, if you can hear me, There she goes. She got a camera on. I'm finna go ahead and bring up Millicent. Hello, 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 beautiful. How are you?
I am well, and yourself?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Thank you so, so much for joining us tonight. You are special. You are very, very special because you are the grandmother. You are the grandmother. Um, this is your foundation, baby. This is your foundation up here right now. So I thank you for coming on here on Peach Tea Time tonight. I always tell grandmothers when they come on that mom or dad could have easily came to you and said, "Look, we doing this show tonight. It is what it's about," and you could have said, "No, don't take our bus on that at all." You know, you could have said that, and they would be like, "Okay, we ain't going." So I definitely appreciate you coming on and trusting me and my team with your grandson's story. So please tell us one fond memory of love.
Oh, wow. I think my fondest.
It froze up, y'all. It froze up. But that's okay. That's okay. She gonna come back up, and as of now, when she come back up, we'll bring her back up again. But we finna bring Mama up. We finna bring Mama up. Daddy is here just as well, but we finna go ahead and bring them up. And yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to stand up,
I don't
Detroit.
know, I got
I'm gonna
kind
need
of.
y'all to stand up, Detroit, for this, okay? So thank y'all so much for trusting me. And here we go. Our final doorbell. Yes, we have Brescia and Myron. Thank you guys so much as the parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because at the end of the day, none of this is possible. Would be possible if you guys wasn't willing to come on and share low story. So let's go ahead and get started. Brescia, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Brescia? Okay, Brescia. Oh, Brescia, I need you to. No, she
Yes,
got
can you
her.
hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. So I'm assuming you can hear me too. Please let us know. Let's go on ahead and get it started. Let us know about low.
Yes.
Give us some information about low. What type of child was low growing up?
I think it's just lagging.
Yep, I think it's lagging too.
It's freezing.
But we can still hear you. There we go.
He's a, oh, I didn't know if you could still hear me. He was a special gift from God to me.
Yes.
You know, he was a giving child. Whatever you needed, he was low. He gave it to you no matter what.
No matter what. Now, do Law have other siblings?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Okay. Now it looks like it's still a
He
lag.
has three brothers and one sister.
Three brothers and one sister. Okay. Three brothers and one sister. And was Lo the oldest?
No, he was the third child.
He was the third child. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and get
All
into
right, I'm out.
it's lagging. I think it's lagging with me. Okay, say that one more time.
Okay.
We can hear you.
No,
We
I
can
was
hear
saying
you
he was
just
the third child of Myron and the first child of mine.
okay. 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 Now, How was he like in school? How was Low in school? Cause Low, did he end up graduating?
Yes, he did.
That's amazing.
Lo was the most popular kid in school from kindergarten all the way up to his senior year. Him and his oldest brother, which was Myron Jr., they would always Marshall would always want to compete with him, like, oh, I'm gonna get a higher grade than you. Like they will always compete their works and their grades and stuff. So
Okay.
he was my popular kid at school.
Wow. So I know this tragedy was definitely devastating to everyone in the community as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us what, let's go back. Let's go back in time and tell us, what occurred back in 2022. Like let's start with the beginning of the day. Okay? Let's start with the beginning of the day.
On March the 12th, I was at work. My husband was at work. Um, Low doing his normal rounds where he just pop in and out of the hair salon all day because we own a hair salon. So he was just popping in and out all day. So he popped in and was like, "Mom, can you do my hair?" And I stated to him like, "We could do it in the morning because I'm tired. I'm on my last client, and the services that my client wanted, it was going to take me at least 2.5 hours." So that was that. He said, "All right, I'll call you in the morning. We'll go from there." But that morning never came. So about, I want to say 9:45 ish, 10 ish, it was just like a erratic phone call out of nowhere um, that my husband received. And it was just like I can't find Low. And then they hung up.
Yeah, I don't know who it
Then
was.
he got another phone call again and he was like, "What?" No, at that time we didn't.
Okay.
And then that's when we got the phone call from the girlfriend, and she stated that he was gone. And then they shared a location on where they were at. And then once we got to the scene, you can get on the freeway. They kind of like stopped you at the overpass. So once I got to the overpass, the officer walked up to me and he just showed me my son's driver's license. And from that, I knew right there that something wasn't right. He did, you know. And then he said, "Can you identify this person?" And
Let's
once
go
I
back.
identified him,
Let's go back.
that was
Let's go
that.
back. Okay. So you got the phone call from you got a phone call from his girlfriend?
No, it
No.
was a phone call from his friend,
Okay, so you got a phone call from his
one of the
friend.
gentlemen that was in the car with him.
Okay. And
He called him
then okay. So how many people was in the car with him?
3.
3 people was in the car with him. Okay. And someone gave you a call and you ended up just going down there to the crime scene. Did the police ever contact you? Cuz
Yes, once I got
we
a location on where he was.
Okay. Did the police ever contact you about anything
I
before
can't
you
remember.
made it to the scene?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to Creisha. Let's go to Creisha right quick. Creisha, how did you hear about what happened? Was you at home? Was you Where was you at when you found out what happened? Oh, Creisha, you on mute. You gotta unmute yourself.
I was at home. I was in Georgia, and I got a phone call, and it was Myron's sister, and she told me that he was gone.
Okay. Okay. So you wasn't living there in Detroit at the time. You was here in Georgia.
No, I was in Atlanta.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna bring you over. We're gonna bring you over. We're gonna bring up Suki. Suki, where were you at the time when you found out?
I was at home, and kids had started talking and posting, and then a teacher called me and asked me if this was true, and I was like, "Why would you even say something like that? Of course, it's not true." Um, and then I called. Um, Risha, I think I called you first, but I couldn't get you, and then I called Myron, and then he let me know.
Okay. 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 So I just wanted to know how everyone found out about everything and how it all occurred. Okay. So I'm finna bring up Brescia back up again, her and Myron. Now, Brescia, how did the police and everything, the detective, all that, how did they act when you got down there to the scene?
Um, honestly, after after the police showed me his driver's license, I really didn't do any more talking. So I really don't know what happened because I was just like in a blank.
It was in a blank. Now, did y'all have to
So
go
I
to the
can't recall
hospital?
if it my husband or my sister. No, I had to go to the city morgue the next day to identify his body.
The next day. And what time was this when you made it to the scene?
Yes. I want to say about 10:24, 10:30 at night.
Mm. 10:30 at night. You had to turn around, go back home, and then make it to the morgue. What time did you go to the morgue the next day?
It was like 8 o'clock that morning.
Brescia, I know that was hell for you. From 10 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock the morning. For you and Myron. Not just you, for you and Myron. I know that was hell. And I know that took forever and a day.
Uh, yeah, it was.
So when you made it to the morgue the next day, and PGT time, y'all, is about spreading awareness and also keeping their loved one name alive. So I really want to go into details on, your next move and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure it's still a lot of people that watch the show, Brescia and Myron, that has never, ever lost a child before. You know, and there's some out there whose child is out there doing devilish things as well. and they need to hear everything that people go through when they lose a child or when they lose a mom, dad, whatever, when they lose a loved one. So you make it to the morgue the next day, and this is where you go to because you identified um, with the driver's license. So you went to the morgue the next day to identify his body. Like, what did you go to the morgue the next day for?
To identify his body.
To identify his body. And for everybody that's out there watching, if you're just tuning in, we are having a little bit of technical issues with the lagging tonight. So just go ahead and bear with us. We're gonna get this going. Now I wanna read something. I wanna read because I couldn't find a news broadcasting clip. I'm just gonna be honest. I couldn't find a news broadcasting clip, y'all. So, and y'all know when we have my show, when we had the families on there, if they have news broadcasting clips, even with them on there, we show it on PGT time. We show it with them on the show. So I want to go ahead and read the news article that I found. Not long at all. It came out of Detroit, Michigan, and I want to share my screen so that y'all can see as well. And you won't be able to see it all, but you'll be able to see some. It look crazy, I guess. Okay, there it is right there. Don't mind the little video. So it's a Detroit, Michigan. A Detroit man was hit and killed by a semi tractor trailer while trying to cross a highway on foot Friday night. At about 11:20 p.m., March 11th, Michigan State Police were informed of a fatal traffic crash on southbound I-275 in Canton Township. Investigation revealed there had been a single car crash on the northbound side of I 275 near Ford Road, after which three occupants of the crashed vehicle got out and attempted to cross the southbound lanes of the highway. Police said in releasing information on Twitter. And then that was it. That was all we got. If you type it in there on Google, that's all you're going to find. It's just news broadcasting. Not news broadcasting, but news articles. I want to make sure I make that clear. This is something I feel like should have been nationwide news. That's how I feel. This should have been nationwide news. Everybody should have been knowing what was going on with this story. Now, Brescia, me and you already talked about everything and all that. We've talked about what we can talk about and what we can't talk about. So there are some things that I'm going to question and ask you that I already know the answer to because me and you talked about it. So let's start. Let's go back to the beginning. You said he kept coming in and out of the shop. He wanted to get his hair done. You told him you do it the next day. When he left back out, did you know he was going with other people and the people that he was going with? Were you aware of all of that? Because at the same time, he is 18. Let's make that
No,
clear,
I
y'all.
didn't
He
know
was
where he was. Correct.
So you didn't know where he was going. And he did live with y'all, right? He didn't have his own place, or did he have his own place?
Well, when they turned 18, he moved out and started stuff moving in with his friends.
Okay, he moved out and moved in with his friends. Okay. So he was gone. And Jay, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm just taking over the show. I'm being selfish and greedy. Jason, did you and Charlotte have anything that y'all want to say?
Not as not as of right now. Do I have something to say? One thing I will say this to all the people that are watching too. and to all the family that are watching, you guys are brave. You guys are strong, and we're
Yes.
thankful here at PGT time that you are, being vulnerable like you are, because I know this isn't easy to reopen all these wounds, to travel down this to this place again, and have to revisit all of these emotions. So I pray for you, and I thank you for being vulnerable with us tonight.
Exactly. Charlotte,
Yes.
Thank you.
as our counselor, as the counselor lady of the show, um, we all know this is hard for them. We've been doing this for over, well, you've been with us for almost a year now. Me and Jason been doing this for almost 3 years together, and I've been doing it for 4 years. So this is hard for them tonight.
Definitely. Yes.
Is there
Just
anything that you can say to them right now?
again, just thank you. No more than what Jason has said. Just thank you for letting us in. Thank you for giving us your story. Um, and so that other people, again, because it is about spreading awareness and keeping his name alive and making sure that as we wait, as the story unfolds, we did know that you all were coming, but Peachy did not tell us, quite the whole story. So we're just waiting, to get the whole story so that we can share with you and, walk down this road with you and hopefully give you some sense of peace, some sense of words of encouragement to keep going on and keep doing what you're doing and keeping his name alive.
Exactly. Exactly. So, again, like they said, we definitely thank y'all for coming on here. But here on PGT Time, we dig deep. We definitely dig deep. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to Suki for a second. Suki,
Yes.
Detroit, I'm from Saginaw.
Mm.
Detroit ain't too much far different from Saginaw. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot goes on in Detroit. A lot. So when you hear a story like Low Story versus the stories that we all hear that comes out of Detroit, this is different, you know, and it's still kind of different from the stories that I also bring to PGT Time, because this one wasn't considered a murder. He wasn't shot. You know, it wasn't a domestic violence issue situation. So this is kind of different to PGT Time. But as a teacher, you see all type of different things that goes on. How long have you been a teacher
I've been a teacher for 18 years
in Detroit?
in Detroit, same school, University Prep High School. Um, and I had lost a student almost a year before I lost my Rangelo. And that was a murder, and that was gun violence. Um, to be honest, my Rangelo's death doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
He was the If something was popping off at school, he's walking in the other direction. He didn't care. He didn't want to be part of the rah rah. He didn't need to film the fight or like that. He just did. He wasn't interested. He was a basketball player. He was an academic. He did very well in school. What a personality! Like, just it just didn't make any sense. And I never in a million years would have ever thought that he would really even be associated with the people that he was with.
Mm,
Like I said, he was, he's cool, and the older girls liked him, and he wasn't, like I said, he's an athlete. He's a student athlete, but he was a student first and an athlete second. Um, it just didn't make any
just
sense.
didn't make
Who he was
sense.
with didn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Now, Krisha, I'm gonna bring you back up. Now, you just heard what Suki said. Okay, the teacher. The damn teacher for 18 years in Detroit. The teacher. Were you surprised that this happened? Because at the same time, he's 18 years old. He's 18 years old. A lot of us in the world would not cross a highway. So do you think that something just ain't right with this story just as well, Creisha?
Oh, absolutely. Ever since I heard what so called happened, I'm like that. None of it makes any sense.
Okay. Okay. So if you could, and I don't know if you can or not, but if you could let us know what you possibly think that could have possibly went wrong.
Or what happened? Can we know what happened exactly? We know there was a car accident, but what?
The people he was with was trying to get him for what he had.
Mm.
The people he was with was trying to get him for what he had.
So he was running and
Yes.
crossed the. Okay.
Yes, he was running. From what the news article said.
That's what I feel like for sure.
That's what you think happened. Misha, Brescia, we're gonna bring Brescia up. Brescia. It
Yeah.
was a car accident. Is that accurate? That it was a car accident?
Yes.
Is that something that you heard or you know for sure that it was a car accident? We all know this. Is that right?
I. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to find out because I don't know if it was a car accident or if
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still trying to get answers. All I got was to identify a body. So
Okay. No,
So
okay.
so the
what?
only thing I was after I identified his body, that Monday I had to go to the tow yard, to see if the car.
Happened in the
I can
accident.
hear you.
No, we just listening to you.
Um,
So,
so on Monday I had to go to the tow yard to see,
mhm.
if the car was retrievable, if I can, get the car back. It was totaled out.
So this was his car. He was driving
And
his
then
car.
from me examining the car, yes,
Mm.
So the people in
yes.
the car with him were his friends
That I
or
know
just.
of. I don't know who was driving.
There's a lot, y'all. There's a lot to unpack.
The people in the car with him had left him. The people that were in the car had left him on the freeway. Um, my nephew had his location and got to the location, and I'm assuming he's seen the guys that he was with, and he made them, go say something to the police. But the story that they told the police, so that's why I say I don't know what really happened to my son because once again there were three gentlemen in the car. The police only knew about two.
Mm.
So if I get this right, we're saying that there was four total. Your son,
So
including three
once
people.
I got Yeah, there were four people in the car total. The police only interviewed two. The third one don't know where he at. The fourth one was my son, which was killed. Which were those were the two that were left behind on the scene. That Saturday morning, when the police came and gave me my son's phone, I was able to go through his phone. I read so many messages, and the messages were they were pinging and tagging people off of my son's phone to come pick them up. Hurry, come get us before the police come. We're scared. Low has been hit. So excuse my language. My son was dead. So you guys were trying to get away before the police got there.
Jason, do you understand what she's saying right now?
I do.
Yeah,
Okay, can you let everybody know?
I
Hold
was
on,
basically
Brisha,
though on the side of I-2
because it's going in and out.
because I'm
Hold on one second. Hold on. Jason, explain to everybody what
yes. Okay.
she said right quick.
So basically, what I'm getting is that once she got notification from the police to come retrieve his belongings from the morgue, she turned the phone on, and the phone started to ping that the other three people were in conversation with other people, stating that, hey, Lo was hit, we're scared, and they were on the move.
Trying to
Meaning,
leave the scene.
leave the scene, meaning that they left Lo there by
No,
himself.
it was only two.
Two.
It
Okay.
was only two. The third person never got caught. I never knew about.
Copy. So the other two they were in the conversation together via the cell phone, correct?
Correct.
Copy. Continue, please.
I have a question, real quick. So, Peachy, the article you read said that he was hit by the semi truck, but that is not the case. Is that
Well,
what?
that's the story that I got.
Okay. Okay. And you
Okay.
believe that was the setup? That was just to make it seem as though something else had, I mean, something, you believe something else took place before that. That was just a cover up.
Exactly correct. Because once here's the thing, the never would have knew anything happened. The semi truck driver once he said he hit something and he didn't know what he hit. So he got out to see what he had hit. And what he had hit was my son. And there was another car that was trailing behind him that also rolled over my son. So at this moment, I don't know if my son was already dead before that semi truck driver got out to see what he had hit.
Makes sense.
And according to the semi truck driver, he was the only one at the scene at that point. Your son was the only that he was the
Correct.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cover up.
I'm sorry to hear that, guys.
Then once we got down to the tow yard and mom did her own investigation, there were a couple of bullet holes in the bumper of the car. There were two bullet holes.
Yeah, because
So
what would
till
make
this
him
day,
stop? So the question would be, what would make him stop even on the expressway? There had to have been something going on if it wasn't there was a reason he stopped on the expressway in the first place.
Well, once again, the story was that he had an accident, and that's the part that I don't know because I have heard so many stories.
And there wasn't another car that was involved in the accident prior to the trucks. Yeah, that's very
Nothing.
suspicious.
No-
Yes, ma'am.
Were you
Nothing.
were you not able to get any of the highway footage at all?
Nothing. It was pitch black dark on I-275. No lights, no cameras, no nothing.
Hmm.
Did the police investigate even about the bullet holes that were?
No.
They just called it what it was based on the truck. And
Correct.
mm, yes, ma'am. I'm so very sorry.
Cause this shit pissing me off. Me and Brescia talked. Brescia, you told me some things, but is there some things that Brescia has said tonight that I did not know? Cause now I'm thinking some things. First of all, I was already thinking, okay, he 18 years old. A lot of us at 15 years old is gonna be afraid to cross a damn highway. That's number one. We're gonna be afraid to cross a highway. But at 18, and now Brescia just say, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all know I'm very transparent and I tell the truth. I turned my camera off because I had to run to the bathroom. Run to the bathroom right quick. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But when I came back, I heard Brescia say, and so I want to make sure I heard you clearly. That's why I just told y'all this. But Brescia, did you say it was dark on the highway? No lights, no nothing at that time?
Yes, it was a construction zone. It wasn't.
So with that being said, I'm thinking something totally different now. It's hard to believe that he took a chance to run across a whole highway.
In the dark, in the pitch dark.
Without
Pitch
seeing no
dark, Charlotte.
lights.
Pitch dark. No
Yeah,
light.
and you had a cell phone on you. So instead of calling someone to let them know or call the police to let them know you were in a car accident, you just take off across the expressway. That doesn't add up.
And then we got Miss Suki over here, the teacher, that is like, this boy ain't gave me no problems. He
Smart.
runs away from the doggone trouble. Yeah.
The math is
Something
not
ain't right.
mathing on this whatsoever.
Yes.
Is this case closed? Brescia.
Yes.
That you gonna make me have to put some folks together. We might have to put a team together. This should not be closed. This does not make sense. 9, 10, even a 10-year-old. I'm gonna say even a 10-year-old. I can't see the only way. Let me make this clear. Put me up in the damn box. Hold on. Let me bring myself up. Let me say something. Let me tell you something. The only way that I think that this shit is motherfucking true is what Carisha said. They was after him. They was trying to rob him. They was trying to get him. So I need to run away now. I got to get out of here now. Type shit. But even in that case, at 18 years old, with no lights, pitch dark, no, and when we say no lights, y'all, for those that just ain't there right now with us. We talking about no street lights, none of it. At the end of the day, and this is the honest, y'all can agree with me or y'all cannot agree with me. But all I can do is tell y'all what I think in my brain. At the end of the day, I don't care how pitch black it was. He still would have saw the lights of a semi truck coming. Whether he felt like he could make it across or not, he would have saw the lights of a semi truck coming, a car, anything. No matter how dark it was, he would have saw a vehicle coming unless the vehicle had their lights off too. That would be the only way. And ain't no semi truck. I don't give a damn if it is Detroit. Ain't no semi truck gonna be driving at nighttime with no lights on.
And if there was a car accident, where was the other car? That, where was the other car that was in the accident? I'm sure, especially seeing that you were in a car accident, you would have stayed. So there was something else
Now,
going on.
Brescia, did you say, or man, I may be wrong? Did you say that he was driving the well? Not he was driving, but the car that was in the accident was his car, and y'all had to go and view the car.
Correct.
Okay, so Charlotte, they do know it was a car accident.
Well, according
Go ahead.
but she saw a gun, so it could have been a setup all the way. And especially if he was the only one on the expressway, then how did the other three people leave the scene in order to be able to come back?
Exactly. It's a lot of questions that can be thrown out there, but at the end of the day, I think we all agree on one thing, and that this shit ain't right. This ain't right at all. It don't sound right. I'm tired. I am so sick and tired of the police departments, the detectives, the judges. I am so sick and tired of them trying to convince us to believe what they put out there. And we just supposed to believe it and just walk on. No, 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 no. No. Brescia, have you and Myron talked to the people that he was in the car with?
No.
Have they tried to reach out to you? Because I'm sure you've tried to reach out to them. But I'm just gonna ask the question. I'm just gonna ask it, just to ask it. Have you tried to reach out to them, or have them tried to reach out to you?
Okay, when it first happened, um, the funny thing is, one of the gentlemen lived with me. So of course
Mm.
I asked him, because you so-called supposed to be a brother now, you know. But your words to me was, I don't know what happened. My head was down. And
Shh.
that was
Oh my
that.
gosh. Mm.
Shady.
The other gentleman that he moved with, I didn't care for him. My son knew that I didn't care for him, along with the child knew that I didn't care for him, you know. Um, you know how when you see a kid and they have a cloud over them? He was one of those kids. I haven't seen him since either. The third gentleman that was in the car that I don't supposed to know about, I don't know where you at either. You wasn't around.
Every person that was in that car, you have seen before.
Hmm.
And one of them was living with you at the time.
Hmm. Yes, indeed.
And he said that he had his
Not
head
only
down.
living, you took vacations too.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm finna ask a question. I'm finna ask the question. Jesus, I'm finna ask this question. You know every last one of these. When I tell you the comments is going crazy, Jason. We got 41 new comments.
Okay.
Brescia. So you
Oh,
mean to
oh my
tell
God.
me that
Yes.
you know the people, the boys that was in the car with you? And I'm finna ask the question: have any of their
Hmm.
mothers reached out to you?
The one that lived with me, he was adopted. So his mother was deceased. She was an elder lady. She was like about 70. So she was deceased. So the father was the only one that was still alive, and he was like about 74, 75. Um the gentleman that I didn't care for, no, his mom never reached out to me. The other gentleman, his father did reach out. He came to the funeral.
Do y'all understand whoever watching right now? The ones that's watching right now, do y'all understand that Brescia could have just said, no, no one has reached out to me. But do you see how she just broke it down? How she told the damn truth? Y'all see that? That's what y'all need to do. Like, there are so many different scenarios that could have happened. And I'm just gonna say it. The fucked up part about it is that it should be just one story. Because we on the motherfucking highway. It should be Mama Maleficent. Am I saying it right? I forgot. You know, sometimes I forget. I just get the cussing, and I ain't seen Mama Peach, which is my mama. So I sometimes I just get the cussing. I don't. There she is, Millicent, Mama Phillips. I'm gonna call her Mama Phillips. Mama Phillips. Can you hear me, Mama Phillips? And Ariana. I see you, Ariana. I'm gonna bring you up. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna bring you up. Mama Phillips, can you hear me? Mama Phillips, can you hear me? And I ain't seen Mama Peach. Okay, whoever who let's turn that down. Sometimes I just get the cussing. I don't there she
I
is.
think that's her.
Oh, that's her. Millicent. Mama Phillips. I'm gonna call her Mama Phillips. Mama okay, y'all know it's lagging. Can you hear me, Mama Phillips? And Ariana. I see you, Ariana. I'm gonna bring you Mama up. Phillips, can you hear me? I'm gonna bring you up. Mama Phillips, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
she
I'm using
said.
actually two devices. I'm listening on my cell phone through YouTube.
Mama Phillips, can you hear me? Okay. Now, Mama
Can
Phillips.
you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. She's using two devices, y'all. She's using two devices
Can you
at
hear
this
me?
time.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mama Phyllis, tell us what you think about all of this as far as the story that has occurred, the tragedy that has occurred. What are you feeling at this time?
Yeah. Well, I'm using actually two devices. I'm listening on my cell phone through
It's
YouTube.
coming, y'all. It's coming. Okay. Now, Mama Phillips.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. She's using two devices, y'all. She's using two devices
Can you
at
hear
this
me?
time.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mama Phyllis, tell us what you think about all of this as far as the story that has occurred, the tragedy that has occurred? What are you feeling at this time?
Wow. Lots of emotions, lots of questions, unanswered questions, lots of emotions, you
It's
know.
coming, y'all. It's coming.
Um, I've had to rely on my faith with this one. I've had to do a lot of praying because it's been a lot, you know. And I'm still standing on answers from God. I got to trust Him with it. I got to trust Him with it. Lots of emotions.
So I have a question as well too, and I know because I know social media takes over half of the stuff that I learn about my kids before the news gets it or before even we before we get back to school the next day, the kids have told a story. Now they might not have the story all the way right, but they got bits and pieces that you can kind of connect. What was the word that the streets was saying? What was the T, as they say, that the kids were expressing happened or they were putting together had taken place? Does anyone know?
I'm gonna have to bring up Suki.
Yeah, initially it was what was in the news because nobody knew at first.
Uh-huh.
It did take people. First of all, it was unbelievable. Um, when I say the community came together for my baby, the community came together. But no, like nobody knew, and it was really the. I feel like Brescia did so much investigating. There should have been people who get paid to do that that should have known or should have done some investigating more than she did.
And with all the information that she uncovered, no one still opened the case. They never took a second look at it and said, this is something we need to look into.
And these boys didn't go to U Prep, so I didn't know who they were. I think only some of his friends
Knew
even
them.
knew who they were. I don't think anybody knew these boys really.
Mm. So, was there anything like when did the street start talking? As far as the school, that's what we're gonna say. When did the school start talking? Like a week or two later? Because, like you said, everybody they was thinking what happened was what the news said, but it just didn't sound right.
That was the story in the beginning for a minute. What was in the news.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't think these. I don't. Our kids didn't know these kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so unfortunate. Um, we're gonna bring Brescia and Myron back up. You guys were you knew who these folks was. The guys that he was with. You didn't know them like you knew you prep kids, but you have seen them before. Y'all knew them like that.
One lived in the house.
Yeah, one lived in the house. Oh, y'all on mute.
Yeah.
You on mute. Girl, Brescia, you look like me over there
Now, can you hear
trying
me?
to see the screen.
Um, I knew the one that lived with us very well because, like I say, they went to school together all the way up until their ninth grade year of high school. And that's when they separated. He went to Cass Tech, and my son went to U Prep. Um, the one that the police never found out or knew about, they played AAU basketball all the way up until they were aged out. The gentleman that he lived with, he met him through a summer job.
Okay. Okay. Um, after this occurred, you asked him what happened. He said he had his head down, whatnot. When was the last time you seen this young man?
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years since you seen him, and they have not reached out to you at all whatsoever.
No.
You are Myron. I'm sorry. They have not reached out to you or Myron at all whatsoever.
No.
So your son was the common link between all three of them, though.
That's what it sounds like.
He brought all
Basically.
three of. Okay.
Okay. What we're about to do right now, y'all, we is about to get into a commercial break. When we come back, I do have another question for Brescia. And then after that, we are going to get into the tribute video. We're gonna get into the tribute video coming right up. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this commercial break, y'all. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's your girl Demissus. Demissus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight on Peachy News Edition. One of my favorite editions because we have the families that come on. So if you are a special guest family on tonight, thank you so much for joining us. And most importantly, thank you for trusting me with your loved one's story. We also got my co-host Jason. What's up, Jason? And we also have our counselor lady, Miss Charlotte. Hey, boo. Thank y'all so much again for joining us each and every Wednesday, where we turn our platform into the family's platform. So make sure y'all tune in 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Roku TV live, also live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. I love you guys, but we gotta get back to the show. Oh yeah, we're going back. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. Now we are going to bring up Ariana or Ariana. Girl, tell me which one it is. Ariana or Ariana? Oh, you on mute. You on mute.
My name is Ariana.
Ariana. Ariana, let me tell you something about your name, Ariana, before we go. Look, my husband over here laughing right now, y'all. 'Cause I gotta tell you about your name. Um, my son is 10 years old and he has a friend. And she is in the same grade as him, and her name is Ariana. That was her name is. And he's my only son. And I'm trying to get used to the whole he getting older and all that type of stuff. So when you said your name, it's like my eyes just even got bigger than what it is. What they I rather. So Ariana, please, thank you for showing up. Can you bring the camera down just a little bit? Yep, there we go. Now we can see you. Tell us your relation. Tell us your relation to Lo.
That was my boyfriend.
That was your boyfriend. Okay, okay. Yeah, when I tell y'all we put a little twist to this, we put a little twist to it. That was your boyfriend. How long was y'all together?
Um, like 2 years.
2 years. I'm finna I had no idea. Brisha, tell you, I had no idea that you was gonna come on. I ain't gonna say that I didn't know that you was gonna come on because I sent you the email, but I didn't know that you was the girlfriend. So with that being said, I want to play something. I want to play something. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
No one knows I'm about to play this. No one. Can you hear me?
I think she dropped off.
She dropped off.
Hello? I'm
There
on
she
here,
go.
but
No, she's still on here. She just removed from the middle of the screen. Okay, there she go. Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm at work,
Okay.
so the connection probably bad.
Oh no, you fine. Don't worry about it. I'm finna play something. I'm finna play something. This is something that I posted today on my page. Okay. Like I said, no one knows I'm finna play this. But I posted this on my page today. And when I tell you when I saw this, Ariana, I literally broke down in tears. I will be showing this on what's today? Wednesday. I probably show this whole story on Friday. And I never do nothing like what I'm doing right now. I do not do this when I have a family that comes on to PGC time. But I have to show this because I want Ariana's opinion on this. Let me make this bigger. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up on the screen.
Birthdays are supposed to be celebrated.
So this is a young man. This is with the Walmart situation. The Walmart
1-year-old
here in
Khalif.
Georgia. Young man decided to go into Walmart, co-work. He was a worker at Walmart. Goes into Walmart, shooting, kills 2 people, and then goes to a young lady house that worked at Walmart, killed her too. So we heard from the young lady's family already. I played that on my show. Then we heard that one of the other persons is in ICU, and then the other person passed away. So this is the person that passed away as far as the young man. And when y'all see this, when I play this, it's gonna all make sense to why I'm playing this right now when another family is on PGT time. It all will make sense, I promise you. Because we're gonna go into Ariana. So here we go.
Barksdale was one of the victims in that deadly shooting spree that happened in Newton County when a suspect shot 3 people, killing 2 of them. Well, today his loved ones, they met in a parking lot outside the store to remember him. 11 Alive's Molly Oak has that story tonight.
Happy birthday to you. Birthdays are supposed to be celebrations.
Today, Khalif would have been 22 years old. We just never would imagine. We never ever thought that he would not be here for his 22nd birthday.
With balloons and well wishes.
He died on my husband's birthday, and we're out here on his birthday. It's almost unbearable. It's unbearable.
But instead of a card for Khalif Barksdale,
dear, my honey bunches of oats,
there was a letter.
You are loved, my protector, my backbone. When you left, half of me left with you. I'll never understand, and I'll never get over it.
From his girlfriend, Trinity.
5 long years. And all I can say is this is unbelievable. It feels like a dream. It feels like a dream, and I want to wake up from it.
Law enforcement says Khalif was shot and killed early Friday morning by a co-worker at a Walmart in Covington.
He will forever be in our hearts, and he will forever be missed. Forever.
Like a candle, calling Khalif a light in a dark room.
You knew he always had your back. He always had your back. And we'll always have his.
Celebrating a life lost too soon.
Long live Leaf. Happy birthday. We love you. Everybody loves you.
Molly Oak.
Happy birthday.
11 Alive News.
I told y'all last Wednesday. When I tell y'all I'm fighting back tears, baby, I'm fighting them back. I told y'all last Wednesday. Not only do it affect the person that you was trying to get, but it affect other people. Every last one of us that's on here right now, every last one of us is older than that little girl, that young lady that was on there. And I bet you any amount of money, every last one of y'all felt it. Yes, mom, dad, yes. I know y'all hurt more than anybody. But your child, your kids, y'all affect other people. Other people be affected by you. By you. So when you out there trying to hurt one person, you're hurting thousands of people. Hundreds of people. When I tell y'all that shit goddamn hurting me so bad, I don't know them people. Brescia reached out to me. I need to come on your platform. Just make it do what it do. I love Brescia. I just met Brescia. I love everybody that come on the Peaches Tea Time to spread the awareness. Keep your loved one name alive. If right now, if when you saw that young lady on there, if that shit don't affect you, damn it, get the fuck off my platform right now. Cause this ain't for you. That shit hurt it. And if that hurt it within 5 year, a 5 year relationship, just imagine what the parents go through. Imagine what brother and sisters go through. Imagine what aunties go through, cousins go through, grandmas go through,
Teachers.
papas, teachers. Yes, teachers go through. The teachers spend so much time with y'all kids, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you, Suki. I thank you for coming on here. I really do. I tell everybody, every family that come on my show, yeah, you gonna laugh, you gonna kiki, all that. From the time we start our goddamn show, you gonna laugh. But you gonna cry sometimes too. Cause we serious about what we do. I got a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old right now. If I could do anything on God's green earth to make sure I don't have to feel no pain and to make sure my kids don't have to feel no pain, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Whether it's right or it ain't gonna work or it's wrong. Y'all need to start speaking out. Tell the truth. Because I'm telling you, you may think, oh, we got away with it. Ain't shit gonna happen to us. We cool. You just make sure you don't say nothing. Don't say nothing at all. Let me tell you something. Just in case you don't know, just in case your mama and your daddy ain't taught you this. Let me tell you something right now. God knows. God knows. When ain't nobody else watching, God sees. And I know that. And guess what else I know? He gives the worst revenge ever. You think going to prison for the rest of your life is revenge? And you don't know what you gonna do behind these doors, these walls, the stuff that you see on TV and the stuff that you hear out in the streets from people that been in prison? Baby, wait till God handle you. Wait till he handle you. It's a whole lot worse. You gonna be running and wishing you would have turned yourself in. Okay. Jason, I don't know where that stuff be coming from. It just take off. It just come out my mouth.
Hey, you get the Holy Ghost hits you, man. You gotta
You
say
know?
what you say. You know what I mean? It's the truth, though, for real. I can
Like,
see like the connection there. Like that's huge.
yeah, yeah. Jason, I think this is the best time to go on this topic.
Yeah, absolutely.
EMW Home said, God see everything, baby. Baby, you run that red light if you want to.
All right.
Run that red light. And you think ain't nobody watching. God sees. And you don't know when he gonna make that camera work. So, matter of fact, since I said camera, somebody said that in the chat. Somebody asked did the highway have cameras?
Jason asked that too, and she said no.
She said
Yeah.
no.
They said it was too
Okay.
dark outside. Exactly. Yeah.
It was too dark outside. So
And if you
whoever go ahead, Charlotte.
If you roll back, his fourth grade teacher is also in the comments. That's amazing. That's a testament to who he was as a as a child, as a person. Like that's very, very rare that you might see or hear about your kids, but you actually are commenting and coming on and talking about your students. Like that's you all. That's heart. That's truly heart, and he had your hearts in order for you all to be able to do that. So that's a testament to who he was as a parent, as a student, as a person, and parents. That's who he was that you all raised. That's truly a testament.
Let me tell y'all something. I put y'all up here for a reason. In the big spot. If you ever felt, Brescia and Myron, if you ever felt, maybe I dropped the ball somewhere, baby, take that feeling out of you right now. Y'all got teachers on here tonight. You got a teacher putting her face up on the freaking screen of a podcast that gets 10 million views. Y'all did y'all thing. We all know that we come into this world and we supposed to leave this world. We just don't know how we gonna leave this world. We have no idea how. And sometimes when we leave, it's fucked up how we left. But at the end of the day, we come in here and we leaving. But y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did y'all job. So with that being said, we are gonna go ahead and get into this tribute video. I'm gonna put everybody down because me and Jason, we sometimes we got some things we gotta say. Charlotte, we're gonna pull you down too. And then we're gonna put everybody else down. Creisha, you going down too, Creisha. But y'all gonna see everything that's going on. Jason, it's us. I don't think. Hold on. Jason, it's us. Moving to the camera. Moving to the camera. Us. So I started off. We do this on the show every Wednesday. Especially when it's open cases. In this case, it's not an open case, but we feel like it should be an open case. We make these tribute videos, baby. I make the tribute videos for the families. But I also make the tribute videos for the killers, the people that had something to do with it, for the ones that just like, maybe they don't know yet. Oh shit. They coming on the platform. They finna talk. Let me send it to somebody else. The people that was in the car, let me go on ahead and send it to them. Because something ain't right. Something ain't right. They sitting up here, they finna do a show. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Anybody that was in the car, if you was in the car, now is the time for you to be scared. If you ain't never been scared before, baby, now's the time to be scared. You know why? Because fortunately for this family, you told somebody. Yes, you couldn't keep it a secret. You told somebody. And when that flyer got out, y'all motherfuckers got scared. Y'all
Let's
got
go.
very afraid.
Talk that shit.
So let me watch it. Let me watch it and see what's going on. See, one thing about me and Jason, we don't give a damn. Cause we always protected. We protected by the blood of Jesus. And we also protected by that thing, that Mosquito. Always protected by the Mosquito. So we don't care. We are doing guys' assignments. We is on assignment. So whoever you done talk to, because we know right now you don't want to talk. You don't want to tell nobody. You want to keep it a secret. But you told somebody. You told one of them hoes you was laying down with too. Where they get a little nervous. And they watching right now. So they a little scared right now. But I want y'all to know that when we do these tribute videos, we want them they asses to wake up, go to bed thinking about it, wake up thinking about it, and say, let me call an Uber, let me call my home girl, let me call my homeboy. Damn it, let me walk. Because I got to go tell something. Now, I'm gonna let Jason take over. I said it in a nice way.
I mean, this also goes out to DPD. You feel me? Like,
Yes.
there's no way that
Y'all
you can,
asses.
you know what I'm saying, really feel like this is justified. You heard? Like, if you pay attention to the facts, to what happened, to doing your job, not letting a mother do your job. Granted, she gonna do her own work. She gotta do her own investigation. I see you, Bree. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and we appreciate that.
And Daddy
However,
too. Daddy too. Daddy too.
DPD, yep, Daddy too, DPD, y'all got to do better at what y'all doing, because how you miss over a lot of these facts, right? How you miss over a lot of the information that has been given. So I agree. Somebody said in the chat, this needs to be reopened 100%. The two that know who was in the car, everybody that was in there, it's time to give up, man. Don't let this eat on your spirit like this, man. You see your peoples. This is your peoples. This ain't even like a home, like a kind of a friend. This your people. Some of y'all stay with this family.
This your peoples.
These your people. This supposed to be your ace boon. You gonna let your ace boon fall like this? Nah, man. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? So it's time for us to really say what you gotta say. So if you know something, say something. That whole blood in, blood out type stuff is over with. If you know something, say something. Let this soul lay to rest. Let this family gain peace, gain closure, and then y'all have to deal with what you got to deal with. That's facts.
And let's make this clear. Hold on. Let's make this clear right now. It's not DPD. It's not Detroit Police Department. It was the state troopers. Livonia Police Department and state troopers.
Okay.
That's who this was. Y'all gotta do better.
Even worse, right?
You gotta do better. Even we know that this shit don't sound right. I'm telling y'all one thing. Y'all want raises. Y'all want to be making that bread and all that. God is not gonna give it to you when you sit up here doing stuff like this, making these type of, I ain't gonna even say mistakes, just being lazy. Oh, we got something. We close the book, say we did it. We'll take 30% when you can get 100%. But y'all gonna take 30 because you can get something. All right, y'all. We finna go ahead. We finna get into it. Is y'all ready for this tribute video, baby? It is time for the tribute video. Look, somebody said, DPD. They full of shit too. I'm gonna say two. Because Jason accidentally said DPD. He ain't know. But even though this is not the first story, this is not the first family from Detroit. It is not the first story from Detroit. So DPD has fucked up a lot of times just as well. Y'all on my radar. You're on my radar. So just so happened we was able to make a correction on this particular show. Not DPD, but just know y'all ain't right either. Y'all gotta get it together. So let's go ahead, y'all. Get y'all tissues. Get whatever you need to get for this tribute video. Because now is the time. Okay? Now is the time. Again, I want to thank the family. You will get this tribute video in your email tonight. You can do whatever it is that you would like to do. Whatever it is you would like to do with this tribute video. Okay? But you will get it tonight. When we come back, we're going to talk about the tribute video. And we're going to ask a couple more questions. And then we done with the show for tonight. We will be done. All right, Jason. It's about that time. Here we go.
I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape. But I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you. Ooh, can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey, baby, say it stays on my mind. And officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah, and I'm officially missing you.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We are back in the building. Jason and Charlotte. Let's start with Charlotte. What you think about that tribute video? Cause
That
they
was
down there crying. Creisha down there. Creisha. I'm thinking, Creisha was like, don't fuck with me tonight. Damn it. Creisha is down there and
it was beautiful. It was heartfelt. And it got a better picture of who he was. So again, just thank you for sharing his story. Thank you for bringing us into your family and giving us a sense of who he was, and just thank you for all the comments that are in there about who he was as well. All the people reaching out and just giving him his props, and and missing him as well.
Jason, like, God damn, you just keep coming with them damn videos and shit. Would you please, what is wrong with you, girl? That's what Jason is thinking right now. He like, I just don't know what to say. I just don't.
Nah, I mean, at this point, like I love seeing these videos now because it really does paint a good picture of who they are, who they were, and who we remember them to be. You know what I mean? So you're really giving, not only us, the new faces and the new people that are being introduced to this wonderful spirit, but you're also creating an everlasting visual for the family to thrive on to it, right? So like they have the montage behind themselves, right? With Brescia and Myron, they got the montage, but now they got something that's in video as well, right? That's gonna correlate to what they already remember their childhood. So I'm starting to get like a completely different look on these videos, man, as we do this because we again want to keep their name alive when we have these conversations and we're having a family event. It's meant to keep their name alive, and it's looking like this man's low name is gonna ring forever. Long live low. Everybody drop that in the chat right now, man. Long live low.
Long live low, baby. Long live low. Exactly. Um, we have came to the end of the show, and at the end of the show, I always ask that the um, guest in the show. But when we have quite a few people on here, like we do tonight, and a lot of nights, I let the parents in the show. Okay. So with that being said, don't worry, Brescia, don't worry. I'm tell you, I'm gonna ask you a question, and all you gotta do is answer. Okay, that's all you gotta do. But this time, y'all, I want to do something a little different. I want to do something a little different. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get to Creisha. Creisha. We have come to the end of the show, Creisha. Is there anything, Creisha, anything that you would like to say before we end the show tonight? And I thank you. Yeah, I know it's a delay. Oh, you on mute. You on mute. You on mute. We gotta wait for her to hear that I said she on mute. Cause I can't unmute them, unfortunately. There she go.
My
Okay.
bad. Long live low and reopen my baby case.
There you go. Just as simple can be. Long live long and reopen my baby case. That's all I need to damn say. Thank you, Creisha. I appreciate it too. Creisha, I need you to stay on just for a couple seconds after I end the show. Okay, after I end the broadcast. Just for a couple seconds. Now we're gonna pull you down. Then next up, not you, Jason, not you. We're gonna bring up Suki. Suki, the teacher. Now, usually I would ask you the same thing, the anything that you want to say, because it's the end of the show and all that. But now, I'm gonna ask you a question. I just need you to answer. Just like the parents. I'm gonna give them a question and they answer. That's simple. Suki, Detroit, Michigan, where I was born and raised, baby. Born and raised. I got one question that I want you to answer. And that is the crime. The crime with our youth. If there's anything as a teacher, if there's anything that you can say to save a child, you can't save them all, but if you just save one, what would you say? Baby, if I could give you the whole screen right now, I think we possibly, let me see if we give you the whole screen. We can. There you go. Baby, you got the whole screen.
Listen to the people that love you. Listen to the people that give you tough love because they're not lying to you. They're going to love you no matter what. Listen to the people that love you. Listen to them. That's really all I can think of. We didn't know these boys. We didn't know these boys. They don't even seem like people he would be around.
Mm, all right. Well, if you could please stick around, Suki, just for a little while, like couple seconds after the show. There's just a couple things I want to say and say to you, as long as everyone else in the family. Um, Charlotte, before you say anything, we are going to bring up Grandma. We're gonna bring up Grandma. Grandma, can you hear me? Mama Phillips, can you hear me? Y'all know it's a delay. It's a little bit of delay. Mama Phillips, can you hear me? Okay, we're gonna bring Mama Phillips down because I can hear Mama Phillips if she say yes. So let's go ahead, Jason. Is there anything that you want to say before you come off the platform tonight?
Again, guys, thank you so much for coming up and being vulnerable. I know it's not easy. I know it's not the best thing to do with your time and your night, but we also got to be able to.
Go ahead.
We also got to be able to get into and see who your son was and how he was fully represented by you and the family. So thank you again. To the parents, man, you guys did an amazing job raising an amazing young man. Know that your work is not gone unnoticed. So continue to thrive with your children, with your family, just like you always been doing. And I got a sweet spot for you. I grew up in a salon as well. My mother was a beautician and owned her own salon for many years. So when you said that he came into the shop all the time bugging his mom, that just brought me flashback. I remember doing that all the time. You know what I mean? So it was beautiful hearing that, and it brought my own kind of nostalgia. So
All
keep doing
right.
what you guys do, man. I love you guys.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Jason, if you could please stick around just for a little bit, because I definitely want you to end the show with your little spiel that you do. So before y'all speak, let's bring up Mama Phillips. Mama Phillips was like, every time you put me on mute, I'm gonna unmute myself. She's like, I can hear y'all, I can hear y'all. So Mama Phillips, I need you to hit that unmute button one more again. One more again, Mama Phillips. Now Mama Phillips can hear us, y'all, but it's just a little small delay. So we're gonna wait for her to hit that unmute button one more time. Let me there she go. All right, thank you, Jason. Jason, if you could please stick
Yeah, I
around
know
just
y'all
for
can
a
hear
little
me. It's
bit,
just I know y'all can hear
because
us.
I definitely want
Um,
you,
Mom Phillips,
to end the show
please
with your little
let
spiel
us
that you
know
do. So
how you are
before
feeling
y'all
right
speak,
now
let's
and
bring up
what
Mama
you have to
Phillips.
say
Mama Phillips was like,
to
every
Brescia
time you
and
put me
Myron
on mute, I'm
at
gonna
this time.
unmute myself. She's like,
Now,
I
y'all, she
can
got to
hear
hear
y'all,
all
I
this,
can hear
so
y'all.
let me get
So
to
Mama Phillips, I need you to hit that unmute button one more again. One more again, Mama Phillips.
It's on unmute.
Now Mama Phillips can hear us, y'all.
It's
But
on
it's just a
unmute.
little small delay. So we're gonna wait for her to hit that unmute button one more time.
It's on unmute.
There she go. All right, thank you, Jason.
It's still a
Jason, if
delay,
you could
y'all.
please
It's
stick
still a
around
little
just for
delay.
a little bit, because I definitely want you, Mama Phillips, to end the show, please. With your little
Hmm. So what do we do at this point?
one more
Will she be
again,
able to
Mama
hear
Phillips.
us?
It's on unmute.
Now, Mama Phillips can hear us, y'all.
It's
Oh,
on
But
unmute.
there's a little small delay. So we're gonna wait for her to hit that unmute button one more time.
It's on.
okay, okay. Well, I guess we'll bring up Misha. We'll bring up Misha and Myron. Now, Misha and Myron, this is the end of the show where we ask y'all to, you know, I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you just answer the question. That's all you do. Just answer the question. Um, Charlotte, what first, Charlotte? Is there anything that you want to say to the families, the family that came on tonight? Is she on mute? Can y'all hear her? Because I can't hear her. Okay,
Okay, there I am.
we can hear you.
Thank you to the family and the extended family, just again giving us a little peep into who your son and your friend and your loved one and your family member, who he was as a person. Just again, being able to know him as a person and not just what happened to him. Is a blessing to us all, but making sure that you all keep fighting, keeping his name alive, keep talking about it, keep, and again, as Jason and Peachy said, it's gonna come out. Somebody's gonna say something. So just
Mhm.
keeping it out there, talking about it, keeping the streets, making sure you got your ear to the ground. And again, mom, don't give up. He's yours. So pound it. Call them. Hey, have you reopened this case? Hey, is there a new detective on this case? Just keep asking, keep pounding, keep bothering them if you have to. You know. If you want to. want to give us that information, give it to Peaches so we can call up there and keep
Right
asking.
on. Yep. Yep.
But thank you all.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate it. Um, Brescia, we did it, girl. We did it. Myron, we
Thank
goddamn
you.
did it. We done made it to the end of the damn show. We have made it to the end of the show. I hope that y'all have been very, very comfortable tonight. Very comfortable. Um,
Yeah.
but I definitely have to ask that last question. Have to ask that last question. And I do this to every family that come on, and I don't know the question until we actually have finished the show. Because no matter what I say to the family or the family say to me over the telephone, when we come out on the show live, still information comes out. So what I want to say is this. I got a question. Brisha. Now if you want to take a minute
Yes.
and talk it over with Myron, feel free to do so. But the question is, if there is one thing that you can say to the people that was in the car with him that night, one more thing that you can say to them, whether it's I want some answers, some questions, I got some questions. Do you did this? Y'all didn't do this. I want to know something. Whatever it is that you want to say, what would you say to them at this moment? Now, before you answer, um, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming on the PGT time. Thank you to each and every person that was out there watching again each and every Wednesday, y'all. Each and every Wednesday. We have a family that comes on. They tell their loved one's story on how they was murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, the police. We do missing person cases and suicide cases just as well. And then sometimes in a case like this, my heart just be like, oh yes, we got to bring this to Peach Tea Time. So again, if there's a family out there, or you know a family that needs to be right here on Peach Tea Time telling their loved one story, keeping their loved one name alive, because it don't end right here. Okay, they didn't came on tonight. That's it. No, we still keep going too. Okay. So, with that being said, please, please, please reach out to me at info at peachyteatime.com. I'm trying to see if I can find, here go one of them right here. You just put that. You see Peachy Tea Time up there, right there, Peachy Tea Time on YouTube. But just the word Peachy Tea Time, that's all you need. Okay, that's all you need, just the word Peachy Tea Time. So please, 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 here it goes. So here it is right here. This is the one I was looking for. And it would be damn scrolling. Hold on, hold on. There you go. I don't want it to scroll. Right here. So, if there is another family out there that needs to be up here on PGT time, spread the awareness, keep their loved one name alive, please, please, please hit me up. If you came on here for the very first time tonight because of Brescia and Myron, please reach out to them. They'll send you my way. They sure will. You can do that. But now, right now, Brescia and Myron, it's your time to get it out. If there's anything that you feel like you want to say that you can say, if you can't say it, damn it, don't say it at all. But if you can say it, and you want to say something to the people that was in the car with him that night, now's the time. If you don't want to say shit at all, don't say nothing at all. And then on top of that, if you would like to go on another platform, because you never know who's watching on PGT time, you just never know. And one thing that I tell the families is, if somebody reach out to you because you came on my platform, go on there Continue to keep your son name alive. If you can save one person, that's good enough. But continue to keep his name alive. So I need you to put that one finger up like y'all in church when y'all is done. And when y'all done, we're gonna go into that tribute video one more time and then we're gonna end the show. Okay? And if you can stick around just for 2-3 seconds after the show so I can talk to y'all after I end the broadcast and we'll be done. All right? So we out of here. I will see y'all on Friday. Love and relationships. Me and my husband. And yes, we're gonna throw some crime in there. All right, there you go, Brescia and Myron. There y'all go.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna let God deal with it. That's it. I can't say I forgive you, because I can't. And I feel as though, what can you tell me now? It's been 3 years. You'd have had plenty of stories to come up with. So, if you are watching, fellas, I'm going to let God handle you. Because he only knows what happened that night. And only y'all know. And I want to thank all of my supporters. Because this was hard for me. And I love each and every one of you guys for being there tonight for me. That's it.
You met me a month ago. But Brescia, I love you. Myron, I love you too just as well. Michigan is my hometown. When I fly in to go to Saginaw, I got to fly into Detroit first. I have to. And when I do, I'm going to reach out to y'all. Definitely, hands down. Brescia, I'm going to keep in contact with you. Like I told you before, we locked in. We locked in, baby. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to your family. My heart goes out to Myron and his family, all y'all family. And most importantly, y'all friends. And Suki, baby, my heart goes out to you just as well. As a teacher, for you to come on here tonight, that speaks volumes. And that's big in our community. So I thank you personally from PGT. All right, y'all. We finna get into this tribute video one more again for all y'all out there that know something. All y'all out there that know something. Let me go ahead and put that banner up because we ain't playing no games with y'all tonight. We're not. Brescia, I need the numbers. I need the numbers to the police department, detective, troopers, whoever they is, whoever you calling, I'm calling. They ain't gonna talk to me, but I can get on their damn nerves. So I need their numbers too. And I need my viewers to watch, my peoples. I need y'all to watch. And I need y'all to call. So, with that being said, I love you guys. See you guys on Friday. And just thank you. Thank you for showing up on my favorite edition, Peachy News Edition. Here we go.
I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you. Ooh, can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey baby, say it stays on my mind. And officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah. And I'm official.